people, my name is Kali Boss. The only boss. Oh, wait, what else? Have you heard? Wait, do you know that Taptap Send is live in Texas? Oh, you didn't know? We went to New York. Now we are live in Texas. So people in Texas and around, all you have to do is to download Taptap Send. Yes, Taptap Send has become the most unique, secure, and fast way of sending money across the world to your loved ones anywhere. Okay, so download Taptap Send on Google Play Store or App Store, and when you're in Texas or around, you just have to put in the code TXGH. What did I say? TXGH, and you get $10 for your first transaction you make. Mahama media, Texas, you drew ho. Very soon we'll conquer everywhere. Download Taptap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Taptap Send, it's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Everybody check now. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. Green select glucometer. Check it. Check it. Put sugar level for check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Once again, we are seated, gathered to do the work of God. And the work of God is Showbiz Daily here on Sammy Flex TV. Gentlemen are all seated as it stands now. When we sit like this, then you should know the agenda. The agenda is to discuss some of the prominent industry stories here in Ghana and beyond it. And once again, 3-man squad for us to do it our own way. My name is Sammy Flex. In the studio, Roland Amate is here from Shagzi, from Shatta Movement. And of course, in Team Dodu Solomon is also here, our online manager here at Flex Entertainment Limited. And we are good. Special thanks to Taptap Send for holding us down, to Digital Rasta Code Currency, who is doing our camera for us, and Richie Flex is the editor and director of this show. Today happens to be the 19th day of December 2023, and I want to believe that everybody is warming up for the Christmas festivities. Those who are coming to Ghana, some are already in town, and those who will be traveling, some are also preparing to move and all. Everywhere is busy. Yesterday I was supposed to go MC a show, and I delayed small. Hey, traffic, aboziki. If you have somewhere to go, please move time in advance. Don't do the usual 30 minutes, no, you'll be late. That is my advice. Yesterday I learned it the hard way. If someone gives you 1, please, if you can, move at 11. Because trust me, the traffic in town, and it's even going to be crazier from tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow is 20th. Yes. So from the it's going to be very crazier from that time, and you wouldn't want to miss your flight. So move quick and move in sharp. Now everyone is talking about the Rasta boy Tyron, who has scored all the A's in his WASSCE exams. And of course, Achimota School is in the news again. Jabu, what are your people saying?
Well, it's not that surprising. And yeah, based on what we heard at that time, the guy was a brilliant student. Yes, so it's not so surprising. Just that because of the incidents about his hair and other stuff, the Rasta hair and all that, and that's why the spotlight was on him. I even heard that he was part of their National Science and Maths quiz team. Yeah, okay. He was a team member for Achimota. It clearly tells us that he's good, and yeah, he was I think he was science student. Okay. He got A's in all the subjects.
Okay.
So I mean, he's just proving himself, and it wouldn't matter whether you are a Rasta guy or whatever. But the other side that me too I agree with people is that there should be uniformity. You can't just say that you are different and we should just allow you to be different. No.
Okay.
If you are part of a group of people and we go with certain uniformity, you should be part of it. You should look like everybody else, especially when you are giving religious reasons. I mean, for me, I was okay with their stand until they brought in the religion of being a Rastafari and other stuff. No. If you go that direction, I will not agree with you or I will not follow you.
Okay.
Because we shouldn't be using religion in the name of religion and do whatever we like however you want to dress. No, I will disagree. But if there are other reasons for you to say that, okay, I think you deserve to do what you are doing, I'm okay with it. I was just only not happy with their religious stand. Apart from that, everything was okay. And yes, those who were trying to prevent him of wearing locks were giving other reasons that I think it didn't hold that much. That's why they went to court, and the court said they should allow the boy, especially if it is about his hair. Then they can't do much about it. Just that you know that Achimota they are mixed. They are ladies there, and they have a prescription for the way the ladies should dress. You can't do perm, you can't wear wig. So if they are now giving the ladies a specific instruction and how they should
also appear.
Why are you not doing same to the boys or a boy who claims to be a Rastafarian? So that one, me, I was in the middle, trying to see how both will come with their argument, and then I will say, okay, I will go with this one or that one. For that guy, I mean, later it was resolved, and now he's proving himself. So we will just say kudos to him and more grace to more power to his elbow, and then let's see what will happen next.
Well, what do you also say? I know you've seen the result flying on social media.
Of course. I think I even saw a video of it when he was checking the videoed all the processes and all that. So and the excitement on his face. This particular issue is just about competence. It's about the opportunity and how competent you are in the position that you're being given. Yes, it is rather unfortunate that yes, we are now getting to terms with some of these things in terms of how people would look, even when we can just assume, or some people would want to assume because of how they look, they are not even competent for certain roles or certain position. Yes, I agree that how you look sometimes matters, but I also say that what matters or how we determine right from wrong is all about societal perception, which is why even in recent times there are certain things that were considered abnormal about 10-20 years ago, but seems to be the norm of the day currently as we speak. And it is about how society would accept you. So if you prove yourself to be very useful to society, regardless of how you look, you'll be able to change that particular perception, and it will be a norm. The issue of people not holding locks or not holding their long hair or looking a certain way in school has to do with how it was built, because of the people who started it. So because people who started it looked this particular way, that was what was accepted or has been accepted, that this is the norm. And society, just as we change, culture is a way of life, and we know some of these things changing day in, day out. Definitely we can reform it. So human beings, the laws are made for human beings. Human beings were not made for laws. So definitely, since we are the ones that say that, okay, we agree we should wear this uniform, we can all equally come to a consensus one day and say, Charlie, we are tired of this particular look. Why don't we change? Why don't we bring this? Because even if you look at it in a bigger picture, there are so many people who are capable of executing certain roles, but unfortunately, because of one or two limitations, they are not even given the chance to even speak, much less the platform for them to even prove themselves. Recently, I saw a video of one guy who is very able, like very energetic, pleading to the Ghana, the IGP that he would want to apply for the police service.
Oh, I see.
Yes, he would.
Because he was strong.
Like he looked very physique and all that, and to him.
But that's not the only.
So yes, so to him, he was also I think a mason, and to him he feels like, okay, aside the fact that he said the only thing that he lacked was formal education, which he didn't get.
Which is part of their training.
Exactly. But when it comes to his mind, adapting to things, learning here and there, he's been able to learn for himself, even with the skill that he enhances. So even if he's recruited into the police service, it is not automatic. You know, we have departments in that particular field. There are people who do music. There are people who,
unfortunately, they still go through the training, because if you want to wear the uniform, you should understand what comes with the uniform.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying, that some people who do not even,
unless there is a way that some people are employed to give the uniform without going through that.
So either way, my own is that there are some people who will even be recruited into the police service, but will never learn certain roles because they are not even qualified for it. But there are certain roles that they will do. We have, even in the military, we have the doctors, and we have chefs, people who even cook for them, and that is their job. So such a person, yes, the person may lack education to some extent, but then when it comes to cooking for the people, the person has the skill to do it.
But the chefs also go through the same
training. The guy is not, the guy that I'm talking about is not saying he doesn't, because he sees himself fit, shouldn't go through the training. He says that
there's a qualification.
Yes, he
you
has
have
applied.
to go to school.
You
have to have secondary education as the basic.
So
if you don't have it, forget about any other
so
thing.
To him, he has even applied, and because of his qualification and also certain amounts of money that he's supposed to pay, he's not getting through to it. So my point is that sometimes we need to
he should take a loan from his girlfriend. Somebody did that.
Sometimes,
somebody did that.
My that sometimes we
later
should be
betrayed
very
again.
liberal and open in certain instances, because we may have exceptional cases in certain rules that we would set, and if we are too strict and not look at certain people with third or fourth reasons, we might lose certain competent people in certain positions. And Tyron is one of them. Assuming if he had gone into a different school, of course, whatever results that he's had today adds up to the credibility of the school. Because at the end of the day, if the school is presenting their results, or what makes them number one in the space, it is some of these results. It is the result of the student that makes the school big. So if the guy has this kind of results, at the end of the day, the glory goes to the school. So sometimes we need to consider some of these things in order to make them, yes, so that we need to consider some of these situations so we don't discard people. Just Chamo said some of the reasons why some people were bringing, it doesn't even make sense. But then some people will still base on it to discard certain people. So I would say congratulations to the guy and wish him all the best.
Let's try to trash this story quickly. Not to say we are making it negative. I want to say we just want to finish it quick. Then we move on. We've seen the anger that came from Guinness attemptee. I'm still using the word Guinness attemptee. When Rex Omar shared the list or the track list of songs he'll be performing, he was not happy, or she was not happy. But yes, so this is it. Where Rex Omar shared this for the sing-a-thon, she was not happy, and we saw how she came. This is supposed to be a confidential document for your outfit, so why make it public? Said this is not acceptable, blah 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 blah. And of course, this is not acceptable means she's not happy about it. In another instance, we've seen a rehearsal out. We've seen her rehearsing, and the video of the rehearsal. In fact, it's not. I've seen about 3 times or 2 different videos. I've seen one with Kwesi Ernest of Media Excel, and this one I've also seen here. She was out. She was singing. We could hear her songs and all. So I'm asking, this one and what Rexoma did, what is the difference, and why is she not angry at herself for putting out this song out? I'm sure this song she was performing, is it Samini?
Yes, I mean
She was performing Samini's song. What Rexoma also put out maybe might have a Samini song in there.
No, what Rexoma put out, all that we saw was the gospel artist, gospel singer.
No, there were other shit.
there were other shit.
Okay.
It was just the front.
There were
page of
other
it.
shit.
Yeah,
Because
sure.
she's performing about 1,200 songs.
Okay. You mean there will be more than what Rexoma
of
said?
course.
Oh yeah. Oh sure.
Uh-huh,
That one, yeah.
Then I'm asking that she didn't want all those details to go out, but here she is, herself and other people. They've also posted videos of her rehearsal,
Yeah.
and I'm asking, is it not the same? And why would she? It is not the same.
It's not the same.
Okay, why is it not the same?
Because the rehearsal video, the rehearsal song may not even appear in the list.
It will.
Yes, it may appear. You
Right,
can't.
well,
You
at
can't.
this stage?
Okay, so but you can't be 100% sure of it because that's why it's a rehearsal.
Then can't tell.
That's why it is a rehearsals. I mean, rehearsals you can do anything.
Watch more. All the songs that she's written,
Yeah.
she cannot do rehearsal and sing any other song. You be talking about.
Yes, but the point I'm trying to make here is that when you consider rehearsals in general, it's not a guarantee that that's what the person will do. Rehearsals, but the document
Watch
that
more, what do you rehearse for?
you rehearse for your event that you're about to do.
So how
And-
you would perform, that is what you are trying to see how it will come out.
Exactly, but you can use different things to perform or to rehearse and then do the main thing with different things. Like sometimes I want to restrict myself to music.
Okay.
When you are rehearsing, you want a particular sound. Sometimes you can take somebody's song, not your own song, just to get that sound that, okay, this is the kind of sound I want to get at. And this song I will be sure this song can give me that sound. And that song may not be your song.
Okay.
You can use any other song just to get the kind of sound that you want to come out,
looking for.
or just to project your voice. There are certain songs, it may not be your song, but you can use to rehearse so that you get a good voice for your song that you're about to do. That's why I'm saying it's not a guarantee. And again, it is not official. The rehearsal is nothing official.
Okay.
But the document that went to Rexoma is an official document.
Okay.
So you can't treat it the same way.
Okay.
Yes, if she wants anything to come out, then it should be coming from her, not Rexoma.
Okay.
That's another side of it.
Good.
Even if she wants it to come out, it shouldn't be Rexoma bringing it
Sharing
out.
it, okay.
Yes, it should be her sharing it, or Rexoma seeking permission from her to share it.
Okay.
Like, okay, the document that you brought, I want to put it out. Are you okay with it? Or you talk to the team if they are okay with it. You can't just share it, especially when you have not seen her or any member of the team sharing such a document. Why do you think that you have the right to share it? So it's not the same thing, it's different. And again, some of these things is also a way to prompt people to get, like, be ready for what is coming. And what Rexoma did, I don't know how it will be prompting people to be ready for what is coming. It's two different things. So for me, it's different. And yes, she had every right to say that it's not acceptable. Just that I blame the team for even submitting the list.
Okay.
There was no need for them to do that. I don't see the importance of them, importance of the submit. What
Submission,
the submission will do for the event that they are about to do. Nothing. Like, I can't think of anything. So me, I'll blame them for even doing the submission. But after going there, Rexoma also did wrong by just sharing it like that. So we should just forget about it and move on with the rest.
I see. Ro,
That's
are you also seeing two different things, or you're seeing the same?
I'm not seeing anything different. In fact, I didn't even know the reason why she got angry in the first place for Rexoma sharing. Besides, Rexoma's outfit is a royalty collection entity, and they don't operate in secrecy. They don't operate in secrecy. In fact, whichever radio station, under normal circumstance, whichever radio station, whatever song you play, you know, recently they tweet even some of the songs they play. And it is even one of the ways that Gamro used to collate the songs and even how they are able to pay for royalties. So if they publish some of these things, and besides, they are not your songs. You are just performing just like a DJ by the roadside who is doing their friend is spinning. Those people also pay royalties to Gamro. And at the end of the day, whatever playlist that they play, they collate all the songs and send it there. This is not something that when it comes out, it is going to degrade you. It is going to stop you from singing.
It can stop her from singing.
In what sense?
Somebody now knowing that you are about to play my song can place injunction on it that I don't want you to perform this
exactly,
song.
Then we move.
No, we don't move. This is
maybe.
Because if you don't know, you can't take her to court until after. So it's now she's in.
You see, that is what.
Now you are placing her in that situation.
What it means is that and you see the funny thing is you don't even know how Gamro operates. And when you took your documents there, did you state it was confidential? You didn't. In the first conversation, you did not tell them it was confidential.
Gamro encouraged them to send a list.
Yes,
if I were part of her team, no, it's not the norm. In fact, it's not the norm. Then okay, you finish. I think we need education here. You finish.
Are we saying that? Are we saying? You see, we sit here and always blame Gamro for not being able to, how do we call it? Collect the number of songs, give correct data as to how they collect royalties. If we don't encourage such practice, how would we know which songs are being played more in the system? Wherever Rexoma was coming from, he was not coming from a bad place. So he was just trying to build a culture of the fact that when you play songs, you see, we play songs at events and Gamro would come and tell you, because we don't have an automatic way of collecting data, unfortunately we would have to do it manually. So whatever songs that you play at your event, you are supposed to do that. It is a basic practice. You are supposed to do it. People do it everywhere. Go to US, they do it. Go to South Africa, they do it. I know event organizers who organize events in South Africa, and they will tell you every DJ whenever they employ you are supposed to bring a collation. But some people have ways of automatically collating the songs whenever you play them. So they don't even need a sheet from you to say, okay, I played A, B, C, D. But here we don't. And we would have to encourage it manually. So if we don't do it, wherever Resoma was coming from, it was just a point of education. Telling people that the songs that she is going to perform, they are for people. They have their rights owners, and these people need to be paid because those songs are going to be played. That is it. That is it. Because I know when they paid the royalties not long ago, some people were demanding for. So on which data did you use to pay these songs? If they are not able to collect these data, how do we expect them to get a correct data of how they share royalties? And it starts from now. It may not be perfect, but then with these ways of manually collating some of these things, if we are able to encourage this practice, even manually, when the automatic one comes and they are able to get it, it will be easier for us. This practice is very basic. This is very basic, unless you don't want royalties. And in fact, the songs that she is going to perform, there are some musicians in there who have assigned their royalties to Gamro. How about that one too? How about that one too? And they need to know. So some of these things, I didn't see anything wrong with it. I didn't see anything wrong with what Rexoma did. In fact, even if she wanted it to be confidential, she didn't state it from the beginning. When the whole conversation started, you see, when Rexoma came to make his statement, some people took it in a bad light. That one, when they were insulting him, when you know it is the right thing to do, unless you think, oh, what the documents they took to Gamro, it was unnecessary or it wasn't the right thing to do, then they shouldn't have done it in the first place. When Rexoma came to say this and people were bashing him, that one you did not come to say, oh, what Rex said is okay and we would submit it or we would heed to their advice. You didn't come out to say it. But when he came out to prove to the people that the person that I was referring to, that you people are insulting me, has done the needful. That one, you think you didn't even tell him it was confidential, so he shouldn't bring it up. Yet you think you can come publicly to come and ask him why he published it. Come on.
Well, Jamo,
I think yes, we need some education here. First of all, what the girl is about to do is like somebody playing party in their homes or in their office. The girl can do this in her room. She can set up in her room and do this. The public may not even have to know. This is something that she is doing for a record for this thing, Guinness World Record thing that she's about to do. When you are performing or you are singing a song in your room, you don't need anybody's permission to do that, because the person does not even know the kind of song that you are about to do.
Commercial.
So here is the thing: you don't need anybody's permission to perform a song. In this sense, like doing live performance and all that.
That one is true.
When it comes public, then the rightful owner, the copyright owner or whoever, when you see it and you think you deserve royalty or whatever, then you pursue it until it comes public. You have no right to invest, to do whatever. So now the team has put themselves in a position that somebody can stop them. That's why I blame the team for even submitting the list. Because now I know your intention. You want to do my song. I don't want you to do it. That's the end of it. So now they have put themselves in a position that somebody can stop them. But let's say that she didn't submit any list. When she's performing, nobody can stop her. You only take your royalties after her performance. So there's no need for this thing that the thing has not even happened. It's the same thing with the politicians, as we said. Any politician can play any song that they want until the person that you are playing his song or her song says that no, I don't want you to play it. So they will take action after you have done it. You can't take action when you don't know what the person is about to do. So now the team, I blame the team. Yesterday I said it, that now you have put yourself in a position, anybody who is angry about what you are about to do now can stop you, because they know that you are going to play their songs. But if there were no list, if you didn't put out any list, nobody can stop you in any way, because when you are about to do party in your room or at your home, nobody will come and say, why are you playing my song? It has been paid for already by the DJ or whoever is part of the association or whatever. You have paid for it. So here's the thing that I'm saying. If Gambro wants to track number of times that it has played or whatever, it will be public after the performance. It is not a hidden thing. It will be public. So you don't collect data when it hasn't happened. It's wrong. It's not normal anywhere. Forget about the event that you say they do in South Africa or whatever. They don't submit the list ahead.
Yeah.
They do it after.
For royalties.
Yes.
Indeed.
They do it after, so it's not before. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's not normal anywhere. That's the education I want people to get.
But when you
it's wrong.
When you look at the format, of this particular event, you would know that this is something that she's submitting to say, this is what I want to do. Because nobody is forcing her to change her lineup or reshuffle it.
Yes.
And
now you are putting yourself in that position.
And whether
that's what we are saying.
You see, Rex and his team were not saying, oh, we are going to stop you, we are going to do
they
something.
Can't even stop
exactly
her. So there's no need for that.
The thing is that unlike other performers where they can choose to say, okay, like maybe a DJ is playing and can say, oh, maybe this is my playlist, but looking at the mood, probably might want to change their playlist, then submit a different one later. This is it. Yours, you don't have the luxury of saying, oh, I want to change it like that, because this is what you've presented that when I'm able to. And your 100 songs are there. So whether you do it now or you do it after, you will still do it. That is the bottom line.
No, but if you do it before time, you put yourself in a position for somebody to stop you. Yes.
No, the thing is that
you don't do it like that. In fact, it's even wrong for Rexoma to advise her that way, because Rexoma has now put her in a position for somebody to stop her. Rexoma has put her in that position. So if no, this is not an education. That's what I'm telling you. You don't collect royalty when the thing hasn't happened. So for Rexoma to say that, in fact, you have not done it, but bring this, it's wrong.
Rexoma is not saying when you bring it, we are going to collect royalties.
No, he can't.
Just wait and see. Okay, the list that you brought, was it the same list you performed? If it is yes, then we take action after. It is not about.
No, in fact, she doesn't even need to cooperate with them because the thing will be public. That's how you collect royalties. You don't tell people that when you are playing songs at your home, bring me the list, and it's public. So it's a wrong education that Rexoma gave, even in the first place.
My issue is the fact that the lady, after getting angry of Rexoma sharing details of her performance, put out her performance video, and to me, I see it to be the same thing. You don't want us to know what you are coming to do, but you, for the reason you have put the video out. So it's not even about the royalty collection. For the royalty collection, like Chemo is saying, I still side with Chemo that she did not have to.
Not
provide
at all.
the list, but now you got angry because someone provided the list, someone shared the list, but you are also sharing. Then you shouldn't have even seen anything at all about what you are going to do, and that is my for the royalties there. I'm sure Rexoma's approach was not
wrong.
the best approach, as a matter of fact. But let's move on to other business as well, and I want us to look at Shatta Wale versus Samini. We know for the past days they have been at each other. Especially after the press conference of Play Ghana came out, and the fact that that discussion has been ongoing. So many people have had issues with what really is the real deal. The real deal is that we want our songs to be played here in Ghana, and some people were selected to lead that particular campaign. Meanwhile, someone like Shatta Wale has been preaching this campaign for a longer time, which was not heard. They did not give him any attention when he was preaching that particular message. But as it stands now, he and Samini clashed on Twitter because according to Shatta Wale, Samini's approach might not work out the best. They should look for other ways to do it. And Samini also coming back at Shatta Wale, and it has been back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Maybe I can read some of their tweets, then I get the reviews of my people on that. So on the screen, this is a Shatta Wale tweet where it says, I just woke up to tell you, you can't fight foreign music. Their 10% music will overshadow the whole Ghana country with so much jealousy when it is not them on the front line. You see how poverty they worry your artists with nonsense suggestions. It's poverty, my guy. And this was a Shatta bullet thrown out in the air for whoever would want to catch it.
Laughing emojis.
And I'm sure when Samini saw it, he says, bro, LOL, Ghana has become a spotlight over the last few years, and this is not ending anytime soon. What's wrong with creatives appealing for more local content on our airwaves? Who does this hurt? So if it is not your suggestion, then it's nonsense, eh? LOL, shut up, I beg. Samini Experience Play Ghana. And of course, Shatta Wale came again and wrote a love letter to Samini. And he says, my legend, you just have to know we are too grown now to bullshit the agenda. Nothing is wrong if creatives are on that path. But the question is, do the creatives themselves play their roles well to make these DJs play your songs? A big no. Why? Don't pretend like you don't know the problem. You do. That's why today they don't even listen to the great Samini when he talks. I'm not here to rubbish your efforts, neither do I want my ways to be accepted. But there is a big problem, my legend, and you know it. I say this with a good heart. Love.
and then
accusation came back. He says, all the grammar from you, of all people, won't make me change my stance. Play Ghana just like we've always advocated for. You actually had an address to the nation stating these facts. My submission did not deny the fact that it is not a new call. Individuals have shared sentiments, but together we are louder, bro. You are a legend in your own right. Samini wants to tell you that you're also a legend. Now they both
running away from the word legend.
Yeah, retire from
you are a legend in your own right. Time to play Ghana in Ghana for who visits Ghana to take Ghana back with them. This one to you say Mokoho, LOL, hey bandana. And Samini comes again and says, last, As Sammy Flex TV still they hold the phone, I guess I'll wait for the real Shatta Wale post so I can respond accordingly. The legend matter all be from food, Charlie. PR Pro Max papa pa. Then Shatta came and says, Nigeria people are hello, you guys make Ghana music 10 like classroom. We are learning. He says, I love Nigeria. And when Samini saw the post, I said, welcome back, bro. You finally got your phone back. I hear say you make them question Sammy Flex before you release the phone. Still playing Ghana. Hashtag pray for Sammy Flex. That was the funniest of all. I remember Sammy Flex to do what?
Because they question you.
Because they question you. Now you have now you are
It's
injured.
like they've kidnapped you.
They've questioned
They've kidnapped you before he was able to get his phone.
Samini, doesn't pray for Sammy Flex. Well, Chamo, how do you decipher what the two legends are saying?
School coming.
Shatta came back. It says, school make them turn into fools, but Molly said, Ampa. You see my affiliation with the streets as illiterate, Abi. We like it, but they won't play your music even if you keep crying. My sword has two sides. You only see one side, and that's what you saw today. Full English with sense. Food that a boy with we break chain to streets. You see some before. Of course, Shatta responded to Samini in that one. And he came again and he said, they say foreign music, but deep down their hearts, they know it is Nigerian music they are talking about. This is Nigeria's time. Leave them to shine. Because VVIP, TikTok, Tiny, all got that spot in Nigeria many years ago. Tell the children the truth. Samini, Bob Marley once said, and I'm sure it has been back and forth on Twitter. And I think Samini said, okay, I tried so much to be respectful, but I think you like my street ways. Remember, I called you a legend before all this started. And maybe Samini also came back and he says, I know you, bandana. You can't style me. No time, no day, bro. You say play Ghana be nonsense. I say you the chat nonsense by saying that. Bring it on, stay on track, and I blah 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 blah. And no.
I get money past every artist.
No, okay.
So this is Samini's response.
So continue. You say play Ghana be
No,
nonsense. We should go back.
There was a Shatta. Samini response at the top. So Shatta said, "You enjoy these things, oh." Or because it is December as usual, university should have taught you how to deal with the street. And says, I know you, bandana. Okay, I think I read this earlier.
But you didn't finish.
Oh, okay. So you can't come here. I said, stay on track. Let's debate, bro. You come here, come talk. Old dirty Rasta man or poor musician or dead career or I get money past every artist and the list goes on. I know thee. I said, okay, that's why Shatta said, I didn't say your career was dead now, or you think it is dead.
Come back again. He needs clarification here.
Well, so it goes on like that. Jamu, how do you react to the back and forth?
Interesting, but if you look deep, then you get the debate going on. And this time, I mean, I side with Shatta Wale. Just that people will say that we know where you are. we know where you belong. That's why. But I side with Shatta Wale. I mean, Shatta, yes, he has fought for play Ghana thing, but he did it the street way. He did it the way that he wasn't putting a face to it, like the way Samini and his people did it this time around. And that's what we are saying that is wrong. You are now bringing in politicians. You are now bringing in some people and you are saying it in a way that you just want to say, don't play Nigerian music. It's wrong. And they should accept it. It's wrong for them to even start this even have a press conference of it. Like do a press conference to tell people play Ghana. And then your details were saying that don't play. It's like play Ghana instead of the foreign songs.
Yeah.
But we know the dominant foreign songs in Ghana. So you may not say it direct or explicitly, but you know what you are talking about. Apart from Nigerian music, which other foreign music is dominating in Ghana here? None. It's straightforward thing.
Yeah.
So instead of saying don't play foreign songs or play Ghana instead of foreign songs, say play Ghana instead of Nigerian songs. Because that's what exactly you want to say. And you know why? You are avoiding that word because you think it's wrong. Why then do you even start it? You can come to the street and tell your people to play your songs. Tell your people to play your colleagues' songs. But don't do it in a way like you are formalizing it. You are trying to make it look like this is what we are supposed to do. But that's not the case. There are so many angles that you have to consider. Like the way Shatta is talking about, yes, when Shatta started saying that, play our music, play it, whatever, did we see any response like we are seeing today from even Nigerians?
We did not.
No! They were only calling him local champion, look at this, look at that. Because he didn't in any way, like the implication may be, okay, play my song instead of Nigerian song. But it wasn't explicit in any way to even enforce it or make it look like he's trying to force people to do that. And that's how it's supposed to be. Because you can't just wish it away like you wish they will play your song. Forget it. Even within Ghana here, if you say that play Ghana songs, you are talking about them playing your songs more. Because if they are playing some underground artist songs at a party that you are there, you will not be happy.
True.
Samini going to a party that they are playing your guy at this place, Koforidia or something. The guy who did a song that you brought him here, one underground. No, not Kwaminat. There was one guy from Koforidia. No, not Tyron. He was doing a very good rap Dende guy.
He's from
Sammy, the Kwaku Samson guy. Samini will go to a party and then Kwaku Samson song on repeat. Will he be happy? He will call for play Samini more, not play Ghana more. We know some of these things when you say it. But listen, if you can encourage people, you can advise people to go certain direction. But we know the way that we go about it, not the way that they did it. What they did was wrong, like 100% wrong. Yes, the approach was totally wrong. So I don't know why they are even trying to defend it. They shouldn't, because when you go deeper into the things that he's saying, later, like he said other things apart from the banter with Shatta. He said other things and I was like, now you are exposing yourself. You are saying that foreign songs, not Nigerian songs. But the way you are saying your things is directing to Nigeria. And retaliation will not help anybody. Especially those who are also getting foot in Nigeria. And we have musicians in Ghana here who are doing well in Nigeria. True. We can mention King Promise. We can mention Black Sheriff. We can mention Jackie. So, yes. So if we say things like this, it is not going to affect you, Samini, but it will affect these young ones who are also making waves in Nigeria. If the retaliation comes, or is it going to be have the same effect to him like those people? No. So that's why you have to be tactical. You have to find a good way of doing whatever you want to do, and it shouldn't even be by force or by law. It's about what people want. You can. If I'm playing songs in my room or in my party, at my event place, who are you to tell me the kind of song that I should play? I will play a song that will make me happy. I have paid for it. To play such a song at my party, I have paid for it. So if I have paid for Nigerian songs, are you saying that I can't play them because I have to make you happy? How do I benefit as a consumer, music consumer? How do I benefit from playing your song, Samini? What do I benefit from that if it will not make me happy? So if you have a song that will make me happy, I bet you, I don't need you to come and tell me to play it. True. The time that people were playing Linda and the other songs, the other hits on my own, those songs, Samini didn't beg anybody to play them. It makes them happy. That's the bottom line. Do songs that will make people happy. You don't need to beg anybody.
Don't force anybody to play.
No, not at all. So it's wrong for you to come out this time to say what you said with your people. It's wrong, especially when you bring in politicians. You make it worse because now it is painting a picture, the kind of attitude or something that, or an agenda that you are setting against some people. When you bring in politicians that like the way that they are doing, it is going beyond just encouraging people to play local music.
Fact.
It's going beyond that. So I don't think he should be pushing this thing. He should end it where it is because they got it wrong from the beginning. And I've never seen any group of people, like people will cite example like Nigerians, they are doing the same. Have you seen Nigerian government or anybody standing in a podium with people or in a press conference announcing that we are now playing 80% Nigerian and 20% Ghana? It is not done like that.
Yeah.
So why do you want to go that direction? It will not help anybody, especially those who are making waves in Nigeria now. It will not help them. So if indeed he wants to help Ghana music, then his approach should be right. The way he's going about it, it will not help anybody.
Well, Ro, continue from there.
We are not realistic at all. Oh, we are not realistic. In fact, even the play 100% Ghanaian song, play 100% Ghanaian songs. We know in our hearts of hearts that it is not possible. See, if we are looking at countries that uphold their culture, like them and their culture is like Siamese twins, India, China, these two countries, we don't hold our culture more than them.
Facts.
Yet we have other songs from other countries that are still making waves there. The last time Rema played the show in India, did we see the crowd? Did we see the crowd? Yes.
He did 50,000 capacity.
So you see, Brasami, let's be realistic here. In this modern day and age, what the approach that they are using, it would have worked about 20 years ago, 30 years ago. It would have worked. Because as at that time, the only people GBC that were not even GBC as simple, the only people that were carrying the songs they were doing to the consumers were the DJs or the people in the media space. And that time the media was very limited. So it is about what we give you is what you consume. So as at that, the analog time, it would have worked. But currently as we speak, they have just decided to turn a blind eye to all the aspects, the other aspects that will make this one a reality, and focusing on just some one or two. The one or two is one. Stop playing Nigerian songs. That is one. And the second one is the charge of Play Ghana is going to only DJs. When you ask any of these people, who are the people that you are telling them to play Ghana, they will mention DJs.
The ones not so important.
Exactly. And now, as we speak, DJs are more or less like careers. See, now, DJs, the power that they had to carry or to influence the public with a certain kind of songs, they are completely losing that power. They are gradually losing that power. Now it is even the consumers that tell the DJ what to play.
Yes.
Because see, as a DJ, you can get your playlist. Somebody can just book you for an event. You can get your playlist. Oh, this one there is a wedding. You get to the wedding and you see the caliber of people there. Nobody will tell you to change it. Because there are certain people, when you read their attitude, their mannerisms and all that, you can clearly see if you are indeed a professional DJ. you would know the type of songs they would like.
Facts.
And now, as we speak, there are so many aspects that our people are forgetting. See, the role that the artist is supposed to play in there, they did not state it at the press conference. The role that music investors are supposed to play in making the Play Ghana possible or a reality, they did not state it. They only stated the role that the DJ is supposed to play, and that is press play by Ghana music. That's the only role everybody was hammering. Brian, play Ghana. Oh, our DJs when they come to the club. Oh, our DJs when they come to the pub. Oh, our DJs when you go to the weddings. Oh, our DJs when. But the role that the artists are supposed to play in this particular agenda that we are all trying to drive, and they form it no consign them. See, let's be realistic. Sir, Play Ghana, and when I saw 100%, I laughed. Oh, I laughed. See, me say 100%, really in this modern day and age, 100%. When people can even influence your culture without even stepping foot in your land, we think we can do 100%. We can't, because we don't even expect other people to do 100%. The last one that they are even forgetting, when they want to make even this some level of enforcement, is that if you really want to force people to do it, why don't you create a policy? Where is the policy? No, where is the policy? You don't have a law or any written statement telling Chemo that it is mandatory for you to do 80% this and 10% that, and you think you want to leave it to his will. When survival mode has taken 100% of his mindset, you want to leave it to his will to do what you think, even if it is. See, the bigger picture is it is going to help all of us. That's what we all agree with. But you see, when somebody,
that one is just by intellectual exercise.
Exactly. But the part said, let's even agree.
In real sense, it will not help everybody.
Chemo, let's even agree without admitting, even if that is even the final result. When survival mode is activated, you see that bigger picture. Majority of the people forget it.
Okay, let me do this. So does it mean you are on the same page with what DJ Nektunez is also saying here? Yes, Richie, you can show that. Let me see if it is Nektunez. Yes, Nektunez is also saying, make music that can automatically cross boundaries. You won't have to beg DJs, media, and consumers to play your songs. We are no longer in that era where people control the media. Now people choose what they want to hear once it sounds good. Bam.
This is, in fact, if you want an example of what he's saying, you can mention Shatta Wale. Shatta Wale has been fighting with the media. Media can't do anything to Shatta Wale. They play his songs. After that, they will insult him. They will say whatever. But still, they will play his songs. Even at the party that, let's say, Shatta Wale's opposition is the one doing that gathering event. Even that, they will play Shatta Wale songs there. You can't do anything about dashing out a good song or no. I want to a song that people want. I don't want to say good song because good song is subjective. Doing songs that people want, nobody can suppress it. And if you want a good example, Shatta Wale is one of them. He's been fighting, even the radio stations that he will fight or he fought with, like some of them, they will still play his song at that radio station. True. You can't avoid it, and that's the thing. In fact, that's the basic of all the things that we are talking about. If you get that one and you want to come out with some policy to polish it or whatever, it's a secondary matter. The bottom line is that do songs that people love, and I bet you, if you are doing something that people want and somebody from elsewhere is also doing the same thing, like you are competitively competing, but you are the one that they know, they will automatically choose you. It's no brainer. If you are at the same level, like you are doing songs that people want, the other person from the other side, let's say Nigeria or even America or wherever, is doing the same, is doing songs that people want, both of them, they will pick your song first.
Over there.
It's no brainer. So the first thing is that do songs that people want. Before you talk about play Ghana and whatever, you will not even say it. They will be playing it. Before this date, that Samini will know you have done a whole lot. At that time, were you encouraging people to play Ghana, or you at that point your song can penetrate, so you didn't care? But now that maybe you are not getting it like you used to, so now you want to encourage people to play your song. I mean, it's not in good taste, and I will encourage them to stop it now, like before they damage people like Black Sheriff, Can Promise, Jackie and others. Before they damage them, because what they are doing, they are those who are
ones will suffer.
They will suffer, not them. So I will encourage them to stop it here.
Well, I'm sure that is one thing I wanted us to look at before leaving here. But let's see. Maybe finally we can do this, then run away from here. I don't know if you guys have seen the video of Emeka Ike talking about the ordeal he has gone through in the hands of a woman. And Richie Flex would want us to watch some few minutes of that video, and we'll be wrapping up. Let's watch it. When I come back, we'll be wrapping up.
On a very sensitive thing, you said, if you feel free to talk about it, please, because you did say something. So I really want to touch on a very sensitive thing, you said, if you feel free to talk about it, please, because you did say something that you were going through marital issues and you were being accused of something you were not guilty of. But on the internet space, you never came out to clarify anything.
Yeah, it's difficult to clarify yourself, because the same people that are bullying you on the internet, they are still there. They're going to say whatever you say. They're like, no, don't mind him. He's still missing her. Why? Go ahead, move on. What? They just make you feel like, what's going on? And if you are not prepared to handle it, you'll be crushed. Okay? My secondary school, St. Nicholas College on CMD Road, Magodo, was shut down. Over $480 million naira investment. That year, 480 million naira investment was shut down, and all I had was constant battery. And I was always saying, look, I don't beat this lady. What's going on? I went on air. I was like, come on, I never did. Babe, what's going on? They said, do I? No, but you're a star, you know, they can always manipulate things and all that. So I felt I was gullible until I discovered that she was actually the one behind this whole thing. Some ladies are too desperate for marriage lately. And she actually told me one time that I'm not the marriage type. I didn't understand it. So the young man needs to know that there are plenty of ladies that are not the marriage type lately. And they're the ones that get you and I first. The good ones don't show the things, the signs that you want to go to a party with a girl. But these ladies show you everything you want to see. And then when you get into it, that's a luck. So it was depressing to find out that the person you were actually confiding in knows that men were coming to your house and was making calls with them and arranging and discussing this thing. And the resolution was, okay, after it all, blackmail him. I was busy grouping with the blackmail. I didn't know it was much more than that. So my school was shut down. Students were told, go home. This school is shut down. This marriage is shut down. On the same day, I was on air heading for a movie shoot in America. I'm a resident in Germany. My family also lives in Nuremberg. You don't put everything out there. You just don't go on air and post anything. So when I hear people say, it's my right, your right to abuse me, to give me a wrong image, and sorry is all I get for it, somebody needs to regulate our social space.
So you said sorry is all I get for it. Has she apologized?
If it was deliberate, there's no apology coming, because there's a lot to cover for. Man, I was haunted like a rabbit. Gunmen were coming to my house. Marksmen. Go to Magodo police post. You see my statements. Marksmen were in my house this afternoon. Oh, 6 men came to my house the other night. Oh, some men came with gun, not jokes. Then I was after Shagwarize because then as a human rights activist, I felt, well, they're coming for me because I'm fighting against them. It was a whole lot of manipulation.
Have you gotten your school back?
How can you get a school back? What's his name? The Minister of Aviation now. What's his name? That lawyer.
Festus Keyamo?
Festus Keyamo was to be my lawyer then. He was my lawyer before I became a government man. When he saw the damage, he said, "Nigga, bros, let me know use that word, and move on. Leave the school. It's messed up. Because this is a moral institution where you can be criticized or for being anything corrupt. Parents will pull their kids out. Where you can be maligned or anything being said about bad misbehavior, bad character, whatever shouldn't be mentioned around you as, So I couldn't save the school because parents were already pulling their kids out when the proprietors woke up on the same day I was on air. She sent the Prado Jeep that took me to the airport. And the driver came back. She asked, "Where is he?" See, our guy is on air. I said, "Okay, get me the assembly bell." And the students gathered and said, "I'm shutting down. Get your parents to put you in another school." And it was like a burial scene. Teachers were crying because they don't know where to get the next job. Students were crying because they're going to miss their friends. They didn't plan for it. They weren't expecting it.
Yeah.
So it was so much of confusion. Then all I got was constant battery. I'm like, what? Kids, do I beat your mother? No, daddy. I built for you in Lagos. It wasn't nothing. Alawade, I built for her mother. In Isoko, 3-bedroom, I built. I trained you in school. I was in Yabatek. My friends, some of them are deans of faculty in Unilag and so many universities. I just took her there, give her admission. And I changed her life. Made her a teacher. Put her into school part-time. They said, "This one is pregnant too. You don't feel like jam." I said, "Okay, that's why we're here. Drive any car you want. The Prado, the Touareg, any of the Infinity, any car you want, just have fun. You're a big man's wife." And that's all I got for it. Because I was investing on someone who wasn't investing in me.
Well, one thing is sure. Unless a man who is not right in the head, every successful man wants people around him to be happy. Your wife, your children, your workers. Like if you are successful and you are right in the head, you want everybody to be happy. And I'm sure that was the story the man was saying. And my favorite part was, you're a big man's wife, drive every car you want. Yet, he was shown a red card. Chemo, let's close.
This is a sad one. And yes, especially celebrities, they are really, really vulnerable to some of these things. If you are successful in general, like any man, or to some extent nowadays women, you are vulnerable when you are in such position, when you make your money before you meet your wife, or even sometime after making money. Some people can influence them to misbehave. So it can even happen when you started with them. Like you started with them, now you are making money, you are having a good life. They can get certain advice and then everything will go the other way. Yes. So this is sad, but we just have to learn from it. One thing that I've said before is that if you're a celebrity, there are certain businesses that you don't have to associate with. Even if it is for you, it's better you let some people run it and then you sit behind and work on it. And one of them is school. Yes. Because if you are running a school, they know you as a celebrity. And anything happens to you personally, not to the school, it will still affect the school. Yes, the parents will not be happy if, let's say, you had issue with your wife and unfortunately they say that you beat your wife, or like anything when it comes to moral issue that society in general will not accept, it will affect your school. So if you're a celebrity and you want to do school business, I will advise you not to associate with it. Sit behind and run it from far. Let somebody be the face, do whatever they are supposed to do, and then you run it from behind. Because if you attach yourself and anything happens, you are gone. Not only that one, like anything that has to do with morals, like you have a business that we want you to have a high moral standard before you can run such a business, then you have to be careful the way you go about it. With relationship matters, it's difficult to even know what is right or what is wrong, because you can be good today and tomorrow something else. Just that we have to be careful, because sometimes we may see the red flags but we will still ignore it because of what we are looking for at that time, especially men. Say because at that time all the
sense to us again.
Yes, and all the blood, you know, a free throw I could medal. Basara there be after after that na back. Yes. So we should learn from it, and this is sad, but I think he's back. I mean, based on what he's been doing nowadays, I think he's okay, even if not like he used to be. He's back to some extent. So we can just learn from him. I mean, some of his colleagues at this point, and then you get sick or something like that, you die. After losing everything and you are sick or something will happen.
Why, he got sick too?
No. I'm saying that if it's like some of his colleagues, they may, they may not get themselves in his position, but some of them are even begging. Because things didn't go well for them. But for him, he lost a lot, but now he has bounced back. So kudos to him, and we should learn from him. Even men in general, and especially celebrities like you should learn from him.
Yeah, learning this topic. And also the ladies who would want to take advantage of some celebrities.
Yes,
they all have to stay guard.
Yes.
Unfortunately, this is not going to stop today or even tomorrow. It is still going to be with us, because there are so many people who are potential prey to these kind of situations. So many people, because we have so many successful people in the space, so many people whose situation looks like success. Therefore, it would attract all these vampires in the space. And we just have to learn as it comes, so we know how to deal with it. You know, when you even go to the international football fraternity, in fact, there are cases there, most of them are suffering.
It's bad, eh?
The international football space. Some people, Charlie, some people can pause their career and it will be up and down with courts for like a whole year.
Wow.
And imagine what that will do to you. And you see, to them, it is even about the more you play, the more your value goes up. So imagine you being inactive for a year. Zero. And these things are unfortunately so rampant in the space, which is why I understand when he is calling for certain people to review some of the policies in the space, because sometimes it gets frustrating.
He also advised young men to be careful with women they move with.
Exactly. You see, sometimes it gets frustrating, and unfortunately, because it is live and it is not so predictable, because it's not a straightforward jacket that you can say, if this thing is black, it will be black for the rest of its life. No. Sometimes the person can be good today, tomorrow you wake up and you wonder if this is the same person that was laughing with you yesterday. We can only learn and just be careful with it as we move. At least when we see certain flags, we should be able to, even if we still want to go ahead with it, we should still do it with caution, knowing at the back of our mind that yes, it is life and anything can happen. You are not different from the person in the grave. Neither are you different from he being in this situation. So we can only move with caution. And I believe, yes, even if it comes, the effect wouldn't be as huge as you being unawares. So me, there's one thing I'm grateful for. At least I am grateful for the fact that he still has strength and he's active. Like he said, he even went suicidal and all that. But then, the good news is that at least he even has the courage to even talk his problems out, like speak the situation. Some people can't even speak it out. Those people, that one is even more deadly. So since he has strength and he's even able to advise people, at least he gives some form of hope that people can learn from.
Well, thank you guys. This is how we are ending today's Showbiz Daily here on Sammy Flex TV. Special thanks to Intim Dodu Solomon Chemo, to Roland Amate, to Digital Rasta Currency, who did camera for us, to Richie Flex, and to everybody who has been a supporter of this platform. To you for spending your quality time to watch all our content. We really appreciate you. Like I said, Christmas is just here. Let's make sure we are fine. Let's make sure
And
we are protected.
Ebefa.
Yes. Ebefa looks like Thursday, huh?
Yeah, Thursday.
Okay. Yes, Ebefa looks like Thursday. We are all going
Ebefa,
to be there to
Ebefa.
distribute to the needy. Thanks to Professor Ankonam Rebel, who is the patron of Ebefa, which is a charity project with Sammy Flex TV, with our partner in America, that is Professor Ankonam Rebel, who has actually funded this whole project in entirety. And we are grateful. We are sure going to do this, so we also attract God's blessing running into 2024. 2024, we need more God's blessing. Send the money. I can say, Chemo has to marry and buy houses and cars.
Sharp.
Anyways, I'll see you when I see you. My name is Sammy Flex. Tatai.